All right, today it's our last day working on these inequalities. And it's the last type. So we're solving inequalities with variables on both sides. That's our title for today. It's the last type of solving inequalities that we haven't covered yet, that we did for equations. So our first example is x is less than 3x plus 8. So I need to get my x's together. I'm going to go ahead and move 3x to the other side so I can get it away from 8. Since it is positive 3x, I have to subtract 3x. So this is 1x minus 3x is negative 2x is less than 8. And now it's a one step. So if you divide by negative 2, we get x is greater than negative 4. Remember, when you divide by a negative or multiply by a negative, you have to flip your sign. So now it's greater than. Okay, so this would be an open circle pointing to the right. All right, next example. It doesn't matter which one I move. You can move either. I'm going to move this minus 2n because it's smaller, but you can move either. Since it's negative 2n, I have to add 2n. That's the opposite to both sides. So this one's gone. 5n plus 2n gives us 7n. And now we have a two-step. So from here, I would subtract 1 from both sides. So 7n is less than or equal to negative 7. And then we'll divide by 7. N is less than or equal to negative 1. And we do not flip our sign because we divided by a positive, so it stays the same. So less than or equal to is a filled in circle to the left. All right, we're just going to do 2 more, only 4 today, and then you're on your own. So 5x plus 16 is less than or equal to 3x plus 60. At this point, I'm going to subtract 3x from both sides. And you can choose either of them. Again, I like to choose the smaller one. I think it's easier, but you can choose to move 5x. Since it is positive, I am subtracting 3x. 5x minus 3x is 2x. And now we have a two-step. So next I'm going to subtract 16 from both sides, which is 2x is less than or equal to 44. And then we'll divide by 2. X is less than or equal to 22. So filled in circle, pointing left. All right, on this one we're going to have to distribute before we do anything else. So whenever you have parentheses, you have to distribute first. So 5 times 2 is 10. 5 times negative n is negative 5n. And then again, you can choose either one you want to move. I'm going to choose negative 5 to move. The opposite would be to add 5n to both sides. So you'd have 10 is greater than 8n minus 6. And now we have a two-step. So we'll add 6. And divide by 8. We get 2 is greater than h, or n, whatever the letter was. 2 is greater than n. So on our number line, 1, 2, and 3, we'll have an open circle pointing left. I know sometimes when your variable is on the right side, you have trouble with that, but n is smaller than 2. N is less than 2. You can always rewrite it this way if that helps you graph it. Okay, so You also always plug in a number. 2 is greater than 1. That makes sense. But 2 is greater than 3. That doesn't make sense. So I know it has to go this way. That's another way you could graph it. You do have a worksheet today, so go ahead and raise your hand, and I will bring that to you. I'm looking to see your 4 examples today.